Alright, beautiful people of the internet, it is Rant With Me Thursday, Talk to Me Thursday, whatever you want to call it Thursday, not sure the name of it Thursday, we'll figure it out in the future Thursday. Today, it's not really going to be a rant, I'm just going to talk to you about how me and my significant other met and the whole story behind it, because I want my, kids to look at this one day and be like, wow, this is crazy, and high future children of me and my beloved man. Anyways, so whole backstory. The old person I was with last summer had reached out to me and we were kind of talking, and then he wanted me to go visit him right before my trip because me and my mom were going to go down south where he lives to stay with my brother before we go to the airport. I don't even know if that happened anymore, but anyways, that was gonna happen. A couple days before we were going on our trip, he blocked me on everything. And I was like, okay, cool, you clearly don't give a shit about me. I don't need you in my life. There's a whole story time about that I can put in the description or whatever if you want to watch it. So basically, I got the closure I needed from that. Not that I needed closure, but I was like, okay, well, clearly you don't give a shit about me. I'm going to focus on myself and not care about a relationship right now. Sorry, my dog's screaming. And just live my life. Like, I had a great job. I loved my life. It was fantastic. I don't need, a man in my life to make me happy. I was genuinely happy. So fast forward to now going on this trip. There's this dude, man, the love of my life. And he is a dancer, and he would come up and walk up the stairs and make faces at me and smile at me and flirt with me from a distance but not physically speak to me. And I think it went on for a day or two, and then finally I was like, okay, I need to make a face back because this is the love of my life. I'm obsessed with this man. I love him so much. So we're all sitting there, they're done dancing, and my friend goes up to talk to him, and then I follow her because I'm like, this is the love of my life. This is the love of my life. So I ended up getting his Instagram, and he's like, hey, I don't have a phone, so I'll follow you back once I have a phone. And I was like, okay, no problem, that's fine. And then I go back with him and I hang out with him, and then we start talking. I told him hey, I don't want to sleep with you because most people that's how it goes. And I'm like, I don't want to sleep with you. I'm on my ladies' days and I also just met you. Let's give it a break. So he was like, fine. He was like, that's okay. That's not what a relationship is about, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, okay, I'm glad you understand that, because for me, I think it's important to have intimacy with your significant other, but I don't think that's what makes a relationship. I think spending time together, quality time, doing things together is what makes a, relationship stronger than sex. That's here for me. Do not care. So we continue hanging out, and then the one day we go by the pool right before he has to go for for the show at night, and he's looking through my pictures, seeing how my life is and we're talking and hanging out, whatever. And then he realizes, he's like, oh, I have to go get ready for rehearsal because, for the show because it's already this time. And I'm like, okay, no problem. So I run back, I go see my mom, he rehearses, we probably hang out after that. And then we kind of talk about already getting married, but not really jokingly. I thought it was jokingly, but I also didn't really think too much into it, and I just didn't really care. Not that I didn't care to marry him, because dude, love my life, please marry me. Have my babies. Hello, future children, you are my babies. Okay, anyways, so we continue hanging out, we continue talking, whatever, And then when I had to leave, oh my god, I thought I just lost the love of my life for the rest of my life. Like, I'm never gonna speak to this man again. And crazy enough, I've been to this resort many times and I've never met him, and I was very close. Not very close, but I have pictures with one of him, like, with them, the dancers, that have known him, and he is one of them, but he was never there while I was there. And I'm like, this is destiny. I'm like, this was meant to be. Like, I was here at the right time, and I just met the love of my life. Meanwhile, I wanted to, like, be alone. And I'm like, I don't want to be alone anymore. I want to be with you forever. Like, so anyways, when I went home, I went back and ran to him, I swear, like 7 times. I'm like, I need you. Like, I can't leave you. Like, it was so depressing, and he was in the middle of rehearsal, and like, I kept like peeking, and I'm like, oh my god. And so I ended up going home, and I thought, okay, like, we're not gonna talk. He doesn't have a phone, whatever. We ended up talking every single day. Every single day. He would FaceTime me, all this stuff. I'm like, wow. I'm like, this is crazy. I'm like, this is crazy. And then we talk about getting married, and then, we ended up getting married my next trip in December, and, a bunch of my friends were there. My mom was there, Hunter was there, and Jaden was there, and it was a fantastic time, which I cannot believe that was 6 months ago. So after all that, we were engaged. We had like so many, like, that trip was amazing. I loved that trip. It was so much fun. Fast forward to our next trip, which our December trip was very spontaneous, and I feel as if we didn't go in December. Not that we wouldn't have been engaged all, like, in December. Like, I mean, we got engaged because I went in December, but I feel we would have, like, waited until February or, like, April. I have no idea, because my next planned trip was February. December was, like, a spontaneous, I'm coming to Cuba. Like, I told him, and he was like, what are you talking about? And I was like, yeah, I'm coming back, blah, blah, blah. So I ended up spending Christmas with him. I ended up spending New Year's with him. And we had cute little matching pajamas. Like, literally everything I wanted in a relationship is right here. Like, he'll match outfits with me, and like, he'll look all cute with me, and I'm like, I need you, because he always looks amazing. Like, he always looks so handsome, always so put together. And then I am wearing pajama pants right now and a sweater. Like, I am a hobo. Like, but it, like, he's always so put together, which makes me want to feel put together, and like, he likes when I dress up, and he's like, oh my god, like, you don't look homeless. And I'm like, well, 90% of the time I do look homeless. Like, my job makes me look homeless, okay? So anyways, we ended up going back in February, and I got to spend Valentine's Day with him because I wanted to go for Valentine's Day. And my friend Montana went, her grandma went, Hunter went, my mom's boyfriend went, but it wasn't her boyfriend yet. He went, and it was a great time. It was a great trip. We went to Santa Clara. I got to see where he lives, like, his apartment. We got to wander around. He showed me where, like, his town, I guess. And we went to a restaurant to eat, and it was just, it was amazing. And then I had to wait February, 2 months, well, really a month and a half, but like, it's when you went from like November, December, February, and January was the longest month of my life, to February, middle of February, to April, like, there's like time in between. Like, I must go every month. Like, so now we're in April, we're in May, almost in June. And now I can feel it's getting hard, because I've only ever been away from him for a month, like a month and a half period of time, maybe 2 months, I think, at the most, which is probably not. And now I have no idea when I'm going back. I'm hoping to go back either in June or July, and then I need to go back in September because I want to be there for his birthday. But anyways, I'm gonna shut up now and continue with my story. So February was great. Then we went back in April, and we went to an entirely different resort from where he works, because in February there was a lot of complications and blah 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 blah. So we went to an entirely different resort, and he had his mom there and his nephew, and it was so fun to spend time with his mom and his nephew and like really get to know his like family. So we did that, and it was a great vacation. I loved that vacation for the sole fact of I got to spend time with his family. Other than that, it was honestly kind of horrible. I appreciated the time I spent with his family, but that trip was absolutely terrible. I didn't really like the resort, and definitely wasn't the greatest birthday. Like, I'm happy I was able to spend my birthday with him, and he definitely made me feel loved, but like, it was just not the greatest time. And I also cried on my birthday, but that was fun. That was a great day. Anyways, so we went back in April, spent time with his family. Yeah, pretty much it, honestly. Like, now we're in May, almost June. Not sure when I'm going back, and it stresses me out because I miss the love of my life. Like, I want to have children with you, like, tomorrow. Like, man, it's so hard not being with your significant other. Like, I had a long-distance relationship before, and maybe I just didn't feel loved by that person, so, like, I just didn't care as much. But, like, I feel with this relationship, I'm not as worried, which is weird because he lives in a different country. Like, I shouldn't be worried. It's good that I'm not worried, and it's not like I was worried in my past relationships, but I just feel so carefree because I never have to beg for his love. Like, I never have to think he doesn't love me. Like, he shows me every day that he loves me, and if he doesn't text me one day, he'll be like, hey, sorry, this happened, and like, they have like no connection there 90% of the time, so like, I'm not concerned. Like, live your life. We live completely two different entire lives. Like, I'm excited for when we can have our lives together, but as of right now, like, our lives are very separate. Like, I'm doing my thing here, you doing your thing there, and then eventually we'll be doing our thing together. Like, but yeah, there's gonna be a lot of videos upcoming soon, getting ready for, like, life, family, like, just everything. Not saying I'm gonna start a family, like, necessarily tomorrow, but, like, you know, it's being talked about, and I'd rather have kids now than in, you know, 10 years from now, because I'm gonna be, like, old and not want to have kids because I'm gonna be old. Like, I want to be able to, like, physically go outside and run around with my kids. Like, that's my goal. Like, I don't want to be, you know, 30 having children and, like, I'm a cripple. Like, not saying 30-year-olds are cripples, but, like, I already feel crippled and I'm 21. Like, I need to take care of myself before I have children. So right now I'm working on taking care of myself, so then when I have children, I'm, like, healthy, and by the time we can have children and, like, start a family, then everything will be great. But that's, like, in the works. But, like, other than that, like, I am genuinely so happy. Like, I love my life. I love where I'm at in life. I hate my job, but I just push through it, and it's okay. It'll make me money. It gets me where I need to be-ish. Not really. I struggle a lot. Actually, I think about it every day of how I work there, but I'm not allowed to live. Like, I live to be able to work there, but I can't work there and have a life, and it stresses me out. Anyways, now we're getting off topic about a whole different thing, but you know what? This is called Talk to Me Thursday, so we might as well talk about something else. But anyways, like, I literally I live to work, and I can't stand it. Like, my old job was so accommodating for the fact that, like, if I wanted to, like, she liked that we would have a life. Where my job now, if you have a life outside of work, it's like the end of the world. And it's like, I'm gonna start putting my foot down because this is my only life I have, and this company and this job honestly means nothing to me. Like, I do need this job for the sake of money, but the sake of money isn't good to me if I can't live my life. Why am I here if I'm not able to live or breathe or feel like myself for 5 minutes? I get to come home, that's great, but at home I can't go see the people I love. I don't get to see my significant other every day. And yeah, it sucks that my significant other lives in a different country, but you don't choose who you fall in love with, okay, number one? I didn't choose to fall in love with this man, it just happened. I just saw him and I'm like, this is the love of my life. How can I control that? When you meet someone and you realize they're the love of your life, you can't control that. Like, it just frustrates me that I constantly have, like, a weight on my chest because I am not allowed to live. And it's so sad because, like, this is my only life. And, like, you think that at 21 years old, like, I could go to college, I get that, but at the same time, when I go to college, I'm still not gonna have money for a life. I want to be able to live. I could work a part-time job and still be able to live, but if you work a part-time job, it's like that's the only thing that you can care about. And it's like, do you realize that this job means nothing to me? I'm like, this job means literally nothing to me. Like, I do not care at all. Like, I want to be able to live my life. And it's like, you're not allowed to live anymore, and it stresses me out. It genuinely stresses me out. Like, it's just pathetic that you just live to work. You don't work to live. And it's really sad. It's really sad. And it's like, at my other job, I lived to work. I literally lived my life there. I loved my life, and it was great. But now back here, I can't live my life. I can't be who I am. I have to put this fake face on and talk to people all day that I really don't care about. Like, it's just not something I'm interested. Like, I just don't care. And it's sad that I don't care, because I really did love my job before, but I simply don't care anymore, because why would I care about something in this place if I simply, you don't care about me. You don't care about me.
Taylor.
Hello?
Hey, I am actually so sorry to bug you about this.
Okay, I was talking about how much I dislike my job, and I think I'm just gonna end this video here now. Maybe I'm not done talking yet, so maybe not. But I just want to be able to live my life and not feel punished for living my life. Like, I don't know how that's so hard to ask. I don't want to feel ashamed to ask for unpaid time off to be able to see people I care about, when the people I work with have everything they need here. Like, they can see their significant others, they can see their family, where I have nothing here. I've literally had nothing here for the last 7 years. Like, I have a couple of friends and I appreciate them, but I'm not saying they're not enough, but there's other people I care about that I would like to be able to go spend time with and not feel bad for wanting to spend time with them. Like, it's just not that complicated. It just really sucks. It really sucks. And it's like, I just constantly feel anxious and I want to cry. Not like that I hate my life. I love my life. I love that I'm able to, like, experience everything I've experienced. But the fact that it's being taken away like everything else has in my life really puts a hold on my life. Because everything I've ever loved has been taken away from me, and this job takes everything I love and literally takes it away from me because I'm not allowed to do anything. And that hurts. That really hurts. And it's like reliving childhood trauma all over again because you need me here. No, you don't. Okay? Actually, you don't. Like, if you can't handle a week without me, there's a problem. There's a problem. Like, I'm not even asking to get paid. I simply just need a week to live my fucking life. Like, it's so hard not to concept because it's 1 week. There's 12 months of the fucking year, and I need an extra week. 1 week a month, even. I don't even care. Not even a week a month. Every 2 months, I need 1 week to be able to live my life. I don't even know how that's so hard to ask for. And I know not every employer that you don't get a week off. And I get that. I understand that we're not all privileged and we don't all get what we want. And I understand that. But it just bugs me that at my age and the job that I do, I can't just simply leave for a week when I need to, when I physically need to, because you need me. Did you ever think that, you know, if I fall off the deep end, you would replace me? I'm just a number. Like, you don't need me. Like, I'm sorry, you really don't. Like, you think you need me, but you can handle yourself for a week without me. Like, we have plenty of people. It just bothers me that I can't just live my life and do whatever I want. And I don't take no as an answer, so I'll just do it. And I'll be like, here are my keys. If you don't allow me to, I don't care. Because why am I holding myself back for someone that doesn't give a shit? Like, you'll just replace me anyways. Therefore, why does it matter? Why am I putting so much effort into something that I'm literally just a number? You simply do not give a shit. Like, why does it matter? Why does it matter? To me, it doesn't matter. And, like, not saying, like, the people that I work with don't give a shit about me. Like, I have very close connections with a lot of people I work with. I'm just saying, like, the company in itself, not the people I work with. And it's just frustrating that I can't just be able to live. Like, I have to work every second weekend, so I miss out on opportunities. You know, it's nothing I can do. Like, I wanted to go on this, like, there was this cute dog yoga event in my town. I'm like, oh my god, that'd be so cute. Like, that'd be so fun. But it's a weekend I work, so I can't go. So it's like, okay, whatever. Like, what am I gonna do about it? I don't know. It's just exhausting, but I'm gonna wrap this up now because this is like 20 minutes long and I'm not really gonna edit this. I'm probably not gonna edit this at all. I'm just gonna post it and say fuck it because I don't really care. But thank you for listening to my Thursday Talk to Me Rant with Me Thursday, because this ended up kind of being a rant at the end, and I feel like that's how it's gonna be most of the time. But I hope you enjoyed my beautiful little love story, and I'm so happy, and I love the love of my life so much, and I am so grateful for everything. Literally, I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you back soon with another video. Peace out, guys.